Forward and do your presentation. These children are learning from Radhaji, another teacher in McClellan Terrace apartments. She was not able to come today, but the children will present what they have learned.
Jai Shriman Narayana. My name is Abhijit and my name is Ajay. We're going to give the introduction to Bhagavad Gita. Ajay is going to tell you about the Kauravas and the Pandavas. So I'll be telling you about the Kauravas and Pandavas. The Kauravas and Pandavas were cousins, but the Kauravas didn't want to share the kingdom with the Pandavas. So the Kauravas decided to play a gambling game and sent the Pandavas, and so they deceived them and sent the Pandavas to the forest for 14 years. After 14 years, when the Pandavas came back, they asked for at least 5 small villages, but the Kauravas, they didn't want to part any land. And so this resulted in a fight between the Pandavas and Kauravas. Now here's Pravesh telling more about the battle.
I'm Pravesh. I'm going to tell about Krishna's encouragement of the battle. Lord Krishna was on the side of Pandavas first of all, and it was the first day of the war. Arjuna asked Krishna to take the chariot in the middle of the battle field to scan the enemy's strength. He is completely determined to fight against Kauravas. Once Krishna takes Arjuna to the middle of the battlefield, then Arjuna's feelings started to change. And now over to Yash, who will tell more about the Bhagavad Gita.
Yash, can you come this side of the mic so we can see you?
Hello, I'm Yash, and I'll be telling about the revealing of Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna sees his grandfather, teachers, gurus, and friends, and he must fight against them and kill them. He becomes very disturbed, and then he goes into depression. He collapses in the chariot, who both slip from the hand. He cries to Krishna, "Hey Krishna, I cannot wage the war. I'm better off staying in the rather than killing my own relative." Then Lord Krishna gives Upadesha to Arjuna. That is called Bhagavad Gita. As you know, Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters and 700 shlokas in total. Bhagavad Gita is part of a scripture called Mahabharata. A great sage named Vedavyasa Maharshi wrote the Bhagavad Gita. And over to Abhijit to tell you more about Vedavyasa.
Yash told you that Vedavyasa wrote the Bhagavad Gita. I will tell more about Bhagavad Gita. Vedavyasa Maharshi. This shloka is about Vedavyasa's lineage. Vyasam Vashishta Param Sakte Patram Kalmasham Parasaratmajam Vande Sukatatam Taponidhim. This means that I pray to Vedavyasa Maharshi, who is the great-grandson of Vashishta, the grandson of Sakti, the son of the great sage Parasara Maharshi, and the father of Sukha Maharshi. Vedavyasa Maharshi spent his life in penance and is a very pious sage. This is another shloka about Vedavyasa. Samyanyaya kalapena mahata bharatena cha Upabrumhita Vedaya Namo Vyasaya Vishnave. This means that I pay my obeisance at the lotus feet of Vedavyasa Maharshi, the Amsa avatar of Mahavishnu. Vedavyasa Maharshi explained the essence of the Vedas through the compositions such as Brahma Sutra and Srimad Mahabharata. Now over to Vedi to tell you more about the meaning of yoga.
So far you have learned about the Bhagavad Gita, the battle in Kurukshetra, and Vedavyasa Maharshi. I will now tell you the meaning of yoga.
Each chapter in the Gita is called yoga. For example, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Yoga comes from the Sanskrit root yuj. Yuj means to control or unite. Other translations of yoga include joining, uniting, union, and conjunction. Outside India, the term yoga is usually associated with asanas or forms of body postures. In Bhagavad Gita, yoga is the way to reach the Lord. For example, Karma Yoga. Karma is action. If karma is done as a service of the Lord, it becomes Karma Yoga. Now the same goes for Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga. Now over to Sonakshi to tell you about Bhakti.
And now you know what Bhakti means, I will tell you more about Bhakti. Bhakti is remembering Lord at all times. It doesn't mean that we have to do pujas continuously or chant prayers all day long. It means that we have to keep Lord in our hearts during all the activities we do. Bhakti means love which is pure, unconditional love, and continual flow of love towards Lord Krishna. Bhakti should be like oil pouring down, which doesn't have any breaks or bubbles. Krishna should always remain in our thoughts, just like a mother always thinks of her child when she is away. Examples of devotees include Annamaya, Saint Tukaram, Sakubai, Mirabai, Surdas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And now over to Ramya for description of the Bhakti Yoga.
You have learned what yoga is and you have learned what bhakti is. Now I'll tell you what the 12th chapter of Bhakti Yoga talks about. This chapter tells us how a true devotee should behave. This chapter starts with a question Arjuna asked to Krishna. Oh Krishna, can you please tell me who can attain you very easily and quickly? Krishna elaborates in 19 slokas on how to attain him. In summary, Krishna tells, whoever believes that I'm the only goal, whoever loves me, whoever fixes his mind on me, whoever always wishes to have relation with me, they can only reach me very easily and quickly. Now I'll hand the mic over to tell you about Gita Mahatmya.
Now I'll be telling you about Gita Mahatmya. This sloka tells the good things what happen when you read the Bhagavad Gita. Gita Sastramidam Punyam Ya Pateta Rayata Puman Vishnoho Paramavapnoti Bhayasokadi Varjitaha. This translates to whoever recites the Bhagavad Gita regularly will be freed from fear and sorrow and will attain Lord Krishna. Now here's Pratyusha telling the greatness of Lord Krishna.
This final concluding and sloka slide is about the greatness of Lord Krishna. Ekam sastram devaki putra gita eko devo devaki putra eva eko mantraskasya namani yani karma ekam tasya devasya seva. The only Shastra is a song sung by Lord Krishna, Bhagavad Gita. The only Supreme Lord is Lord Krishna. The only important mantras is the auspicious namas of Lord Krishna. The only duty is rendering service to Lord Krishna.
This presentation tells us about
The Kauravas and Pandavas,
Information about the Bhagavad Gita,
details about the Bhagavad Gita, about Veda Vyasa Maharshi, the meaning of yoga, the meaning of bhakti.
the chapter Bhakti Yoga talks about
What the good things will happen once you read the Bhagavad Gita.
and don't forget the greatness of Lord Krishna.
Excellent.
Jai Sriman Narayana.
Jai Shriman Narayana. Excellent. Great job. Wonderful team spirit and excellent presentation. Thank you, kids.